Hello, ladies! Today I want to talk about something serious. Something that I haven't shared on social media openly, and I think I've never talked about this ever. It's about my burnout. I want to share how I got into it because despite everyone else's opinion, having a burnout doesn't come immediately from just working too much. There are way more layers emotionally and in your mind that trigger a real burnout. It all started with my dream job. This job literally meant everything to me. I was the first one coming, the last one leaving, over again. I was happy because I loved what I was doing. After a year, I was doing the job of 3 people. I got 5 different bosses in that time, which led me into going to our HR and asking them, hey, can't you give me a promotion because I clearly deserve it and I do the job. The thing that I heard, which is one of the reasons why I founded CEO, was this sentence: you are not old enough. Hearing you are not old enough is a different thing than you are not skilled enough or you can't fit the shoes yet. It's literally only about age. And if you ask me, our lives are not about age. You can do everything that you want at every age. I got so many successful business ladies at the age of 17. There was a coachee of my CEO coaching that started in the age of 54 and she still smashed it. It's never too late. Every work that I was doing from that day onwards was just having a different taste. And I was still working too much, but from month to month, I could feel my motivation going down. I was living just to work, not the other way around. When we get what we worked for so hard, and I saw this on so many of my girlfriends, we tend to think this has to make us happy. And if it doesn't, you lose the purpose of life because you think, oh my God, I've been working for this position my whole life and now I finally get it and it doesn't make me happy? What's wrong with me? This is actually what I was going through. I was feeling like, am I not grateful? I set myself an ultimatum. I talked to my bosses and I was telling them, hey, until this and this date, I need a new position. And if you don't have a new position, I am out. I came to that realization, which was very healthy at that point. Afterwards, I heard them talking about me, saying they have to do whatever it takes to keep me on my position. Otherwise, they need to employ 3 more people and they cannot afford this. Something psychologically happened to me. I broke down. There is a trigger. If you get deeply disappointed, this is when you get burned out. Burnout is triggered by frustration, by being unhappy. I'm telling you this, it's so true. Everyone that tells you burnout comes from working too much is lying. There are so many levels to a burnout. I was disappointed and I broke down and I woke up a day later in my apartment. And I remember that after that day, which is a clear psychosomatic sign of a burnout, I started to throw up multiple times per day. Like 12 times, 13 times. I used to pass out, didn't want to communicate. I wasn't talking to my mom like for 3 weeks straight. I was sometimes just taking naps next to the toilet because I was just throwing up. There are some known colors for that particular company that I was working for. And whenever I saw these colors, I just randomly throw up. I lost direction. I was depressed. The first thing everyone does is to go to the doctor. That's something we should definitely change about our system because depression and burnout is a serious problem. And what I understood is that from doctors, not therapists, it's not known yet. Well, I went from one doctor to another and everyone was just telling me, just do what makes you happy. Go on vacation, go shopping. First off, I'm not working. I can't go shopping. I don't have the money for vacation. Second, what if work is what makes you happy? The thing that made you sick is the only thing that can actually cure you. And coming to that realization was life-changing for me. By the way, this is also an indicator. You don't want to wake up because you don't want to go to that job. This is how you know that you're not happy. Now, I wake up early and I can't wait for the day to start. So just think of your body as your smartphone. And whenever there is something wrong with it, it just sends you a notification. for instance, the pain is the notification that there is something wrong, okay? So if you take a pill and numb that particular part, all you do is deleting that notification. What you actually have to do is read it and reply to it. And that's what I did. I went deep. One night, it was like somebody opened my brain and put an idea inside of my brain. And this is how I found my very first company. And it was magical. If the work is the notification, if this is what made me sick, let me read and answer to it. And my answer was founding a new company. Finding a new passion, because what I do best and what I love the most is working. This is the only way out for me. When people ask, how do you know if this is the one? So many couples answer, you just know. Yes, because if it's a yes, it's effortless. But an I don't know or a no means there is something. Another thing is, find out who you are. I don't mean where you studied, what diploma you have, where you live, if you have a child, if you are a wife. I mean, genuinely, what makes you happy? Big question, but a question you have to answer if you don't want to get a burnout. You got this, girl. Amen.